Hello and welcome to another episode of the show, Keeping It 100. On today's episode, we'll be discussing Pay Me Back. So on this episode, first, before we delve in, before I start to introduce the topic, I'd like to welcome my lovely co-hosts, Jay and Yetunde.
Hey.
What do I mean by pay me back? I'm sure you're wondering. You know how when you're in a relationship with someone, everything is a transaction, a business transaction. Like when everything is going smooth, you exchange gifts, expensive gifts, but when it goes south, everything becomes, hey, I got you that car. Oh yeah, give me back. I got you that, this and that. You begin to collect everything back. So yes, and to really dissect this, pick it one by one, my lovely co-host will be doing this topic justice. So Jay, please.
Why is it Jay that we're starting with?
You know our gist now.
Okay.
You know our gist. Yes, please help us.
Hi Jay, this topic, as my people will say, this topic is one kind. It's one kind, but we need to talk about it. It's really important. So I find it very bizarre. Let me use Oyinbo language. That two grown people try to get into a relationship and they're all lovey-dovey.
On their own.
On their own, nobody coerced them, nobody. And then sometimes it's not even, you said break up, sometimes they're not breaking up, it's just a misunderstanding, an argument, and then you're saying, give me back my thing, like kids. Give me back my own, no, I bought this one, and I don't get it. Like, when you do that, where do you expect to go to from there?
How do you
understand?
From
How
that?
do you recover from that? How do you? That's my own thing. Have I had that kind of experience before? We will talk about that later. But I have heard things that are shocking. See, we had these people in uni, and it was their thing. No, it was the girls' thing, because I don't think the guy enjoyed it at all. For every time there is a fight or misunderstanding, maybe one girl is walking by and it looks grounds for fight, she will collect everything.
I was going to say she must have
been
the giver.
Yes, she was the giver. She was a bit, more buoyant than him in those days. She will down to this rage is down to
my goodness,
milk
why so petty
on the bed, that kind of thing. And now they're happily married, people. Yes.
Are they happily married though? The question to ask
married.
is, are they really happily married? Because somebody that has set a precedent of taking things back when there's an issue, now you permanently live with that person.
Yes.
It's, in my opinion, I don't know about the happy, but
and when you're married, you're bound to have all those little sparks now and then.
You
so
will have those.
How do you recover from that?
I think it's just people's way of lashing out.
Okay.
Human beings, we like to use what we have power over against ourselves. So IJ is my friend, and we get into a spiff, we quarrel, or this thing, and I feel like I have nothing that I can use to pinch her, so to speak. Pepper her. I don't look and say, come, that shoe I give this girl,
and it's in public.
Then she walk out from ground, her leg pain and small. She go no.
She go respect me, and she go understand my relevance.
She will annoy me next time.
That is it. Now, speaking about it in the context of relationship, man and woman, where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line?
So your boyfriend annoys you. To the example Jay talked about now, your boyfriend annoys you, you collect car from him, or you collect whatever, shoe from him. When you reconcile, how do you feel going back to him?
Exactly.
Are you going to go back and say to him, okay, take the car that I collected from you? Or will you feel that you're justified to keep the car or the shoe or whatever you've collected from him? The truth is, at the end of the day, the partner, the person that is at the receiving end, also has a responsibility to play, because when you enable those people, in my opinion, you're enabling them.
You can't change what you can tolerate.
You cannot. Exactly. So you collect shoe from me, and our quarrel has settled. I'll never take that shoe back from you.
Never. Thank you.
It's not advisable.
You just spoke
Honestly,
my
it's not
mind.
advisable.
Like that's why I kept asking, how do you recover from that? Like, if I'm at the receiving end now, we have a small quarrel, you take everything back and all that. So when we now reconcile, So you now start giving it to me, and then me too, I'll stretch out my hands and take it back. Never.
You stretch out your hands and take it back and wait for the next time.
Next, you know, vicious cycle.
It comes like
no,
a vicious cycle.
It's not, no.
Although, maybe, you know, I'm always playing the devil's advocate. I'm always the advocate of, I like to see things from the other side. So maybe we should look at the people that are lashing out. Let's put ourselves in their shoes. Okay. What is it that makes them feel that the only way they can get through to their partner is to collect things? Are they poor communicators?
Well,
do they find it difficult expressing with words how they are feeling, and the only way for them to react is to do things that will hurt their partner?
Off the top of my head, I think it's just mere pettiness, really. Because everybody has this anger in them. I mean, there must be things that the person has also received. And when there's that, you know, confusion or that fight, you've also annoyed the other party. So why is that person not taking it back? So I think it's just mere I could be wrong, but I think it's just, so. why would that be the first thing on your mind? It's like you're just waiting for that fight to take everything back. I will show this person.
True.
I will take
For me, I will agree with both of you. I agree with being a poor communicator and not being able to use your words properly. Do you understand? And then I would also agree, because you have to have a bit of pettiness in you to actually even, you know,
why is that
go that way? Go that
thing on your mind.
Honestly,
to be honest, Jay, I don't think it's from a place of pettiness. I think it's
from a place control.
From a place of
also a place of control.
Feeling out of control and wanting to gain power back. And how do you gain power back? You take things away from your partner. You feel like, okay, at the end of the day, if I collect this thing from her, she'll feel subdue. Yes. So I think it's a very dicey conversation, which we will be gladly waiting to continue after we return from our break. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about what exactly is the thought process behind the taker, the person I'm going to call the taker now, the person that is always during every quarrel, give me back my stuff, give me back my stuff, give me back my stuff. So we're not psychologists, we're not therapists, we're not anything, but we're just trying to reason and rationalize and know what the thought process is behind those actions.
Yes, Jay, thank you. I was saying before we went on break that I don't think IJ feels it's from a petty place. Okay. I think it's actually the action that gives birth to the pettiness. Obviously, it's a petty action, no doubt about that. But the intent is not petty, from my opinion.
Yes, I see what you mean. I see your
the
point.
Intent is not
Control.
petty. It's about control. So when you cannot express yourself to your partner with words, how frustrated you are feeling, you want to punish them for that frustration that you are feeling.
But some do both. They express their frustration while taking it. Like, give me my car. Next time you try this thing,
but that's not effective.
You know, where are those shoes? You know, I had one neighbor once growing up. You know what his own frustration or his own control was? He would give money for food. But what he will do is, once the wife annoys him, he will go to that pot of soup that she has so kindly made for her and the family. Pour salt into it.
What?
The ones in the freezer.
No.
I kid you not.
For
the ones
real?
in the freezer, he will bring them out, pour salt, throw it away, do all sorts.
You are joking.
Go to her wardrobe, all the shoes he got her, use scissors, shoes and the bag, cut them. Serious, true story. Cut all of them. And then when they reconcile,
he'll go and buy those things.
He'll go and buy them back. And, you know, there'll be another bouncing baby on the way. 9 months later.
So for me, I feel like
cycle,
this one has conjured.
It has conjured.
This is now mental. The guy is not very stable. I'm sorry.
Control again, to Yetunde's point.
Ladies, the wife enabled him.
True.
Yeah.
So you go to the wardrobe, you cut my shoes, and then you buy, and I go and wear them again, and we have a baby 2 months later. and then 2 months later you take my dresses,
All
you
over
chop them
again.
up.
You know, some people enjoy this thing.
What should she
Some
do?
people enjoy it. It's spice in the relationship. Like,
No.
I had a roommate in school.
passed.
I had a roommate in school. Oh my goodness. When they have fights, you know, with the friends, with the roommate, we're like, is this, is that, is that. She'd be like, no, don't insult him. I annoyed him. It was my fault. No. And you will see, you know, scars all over her body.
Wow.
And then it got to a point when she comes back with those scars, everybody will just look the other way. Like,
Wow.
don't even put your mouth because she's ready to defend. And then this pay me back, you know, it's in 2 dimensions. This one of taking everything back. Another side of this our topic is borrowing money from your spouse and not paying back.
Or partner.
Or partner and not paying back. You know, they will form amnesia. They will forget about it. And then when you now remind them, it will become fight or war. After all, I didn't use the money for myself. After all, I use it for the home and this and that. You know?
No, for as long as it's been said that borrow me.
That means you're paying
talk
back
keywords,
at some
borrow
point.
me.
It has to be discussed. Payback is compulsory. There's no, we're not going to compromise. If you say borrow me money, you have to pay back.
Yes.
But maybe the way to go about it is you make it very transactional, very official. Abi? You want
So
to
there's an MOU.
Yes, nobody is signing that, I can assure you.
If they don't sign it, then they don't get the loan. How about that?
I mean, if your partner is
Simple.
a constant defaulter, then I think it will be necessary for that MOU to be drafted so that everybody knows. The children, if you have kids, let them come and be the
kids will be witness.
So everybody knows that.
Both of you will sign, you
You don't
agree.
understand. Some people don't play with their coins. Leave love out of it. You're borrowing, you're paying back.
And then some others are so in love, they don't even, you know, like to go, you know, once they just say borrow me and it's there. Mentally, even you know it's there, but even if you're saying no, I don't have enough, you know that you will just give this man or give this woman, and somehow it becomes bad debt. You don't expect it back. You know, I don't think it's fair to the
No, it's not fair. I think what should be said is if you are asking your partner to dash you money, say it like it is. Come and dash me 10K.
Please, I'm broke. Oh, come and raise me. That's what I say.
No, but
come and raise me.
No, but I think it's more the
Sugar
men.
daddy.
It's more the men that go. Men, don't come for me.
No, they'll let us know. Our viewers.
It's more the men that will go and say borrow me money, because you know how men are. We love our men. They're very special. Very. You know, when it comes to ego, don't joke with a man. So the man will not want to go and say, dash me money. Babe, dash me money. Borrow me. That borrow, no be borrow. You're not getting that money back from him. A woman will go and say, babe, I need money. Give me money. So it's easier for the woman to go and ask outright, dash me money, than for the man. The man will say, now borrow.
So should we be doing constant checkup? Say, babe, do you need me to raise you some money? Men, will you people like that? Say, sweetheart, do you need me to raise you some money? Are you good on that?
How many women in this life are going to go and meet
said no woman ever.
And say, let me raise you money randomly.
Randomly like
just
that, without being asked.
You just turn to suspects. Let me just
That's
tell
a rare gem.
Just be like,
Although there are some women out there that actually
sweet women.
Yes,
right?
they do. They will just think,
ask,
this
should I raise you money?
This baba is looking sad. You know how fever will catch some men
when
when they are having fever, malaria.
Malaria.
It's brokenness, so it's not real malaria. It's brokenness, and she knows that this man don't get fever. Let me sort him out. That's for the woman who is disposed
but it's
to.
good now. Is that what? That's good now. I wish. Let me take down notes. I think I will. I'll try that one. Because see, we're always shouting happy wife, happy home. Happy husband, happy home. So when he's broke, you know that he's very grumpy. When everything starts to annoy him, you know that maybe the coins is depleting somewhere. So maybe you just look at it. You don't need to ask him. Don't have a conversation. Just
credit the account,
But you know, as I was talking, something
and watch the mood switch.
I just thought about something. Some men will get offended by that. How about that?
True.
Ooh.
Some men will get offended by that.
Hold that thought, Jay. Let's go on a quick commercial break.
Okay.
Remember, the conversation continues on our social media handles. So please get on it and let's know your thoughts. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. So before we went on the quick commercial break, Jay was saying something that got me genuinely perplexed. Jay, please, care to repeat what you said? Please.
No, I was just saying that, we're saying it will not be a bad idea for you to, you notice your boo, the menu is a bit low, and then you credit his account. But then, while I was saying it, I just thought that, look, some men might not appreciate that action. They might actually take serious offense.
You're right.
I mean, it's very surprising,
right.
but,
Absolutely.
It's really surprising.
It goes back to lovely men and ego. This issue of ego. because as far as they are concerned, I am the man, I'm the head of the house. I should be the one.
That is so 1970s.
Caveman.
Well, the truth is, some women are also of that school of thought that it's the man's responsibility when it comes to financial obligations. So it's
just not, thinking about it is getting me drained.
We're not, as Jay said earlier, we're not marriage experts, we're not psychologists.
It's teamwork. Whoever does the financial weightlifting, whoever is capable of doing it, please, it's teamwork. It's all for the greater good of the home.
But there are some women who are also egotistical, because they are the ones that are supplying money financially. They become a problem on the hands of the man.
Yes. So
it's a delicate, because they will now rub it in the man's face. Oh, you this useless man, look at you, I'm the one doing everything. That may also be why some men take up that defensive stance of ego. Oh, I'm the man. Before she will now think, oh, because I'm supplying financially.
This is an eye opener. Really.
I mean, my own
suggestion. See, let me tell you. I think well, you already said it's a defense mechanism, because sometimes the woman might just be a sweetheart. She's not rubbing it in your face, but you're already anticipating that. Let me just arrange her before she will not think that she's over in this house. Now I need to let her know that I'm the one that wears the pants.
True. So we can infer as much as we like, but the truth is, you never really know
the situation until you walk a mile
in people's shoes. My own suggestion would be to get maybe a joint account.
No, I'm not. I don't know. For some reason, I don't support having a joint account. Let me hear you out. I'm sorry to cut you.
I think get a joint account. Agree a fixed amount every month from both people. If the wife is working and the man is working too, or if the boyfriend is working and the girl. Whatever your situation,
let me just
there are people that do long life partners and they're not married. Let's not be biased to only married people.
Couples.
There are people who are partners, who are not married, and basically. So a fixed income, a fixed amount every month, both of you agree, and you both agree to be signatories to it, so that one person cannot take without the other person knowing.
Okay, that's a good one. Mine is to just set out the rules, build a budget. In my home we have a budget on Excel. We know who handles what.
Why so
who handles I'm HR. Please forgive me, ma. I like things written out. Everybody knows. But if you need help in your area, if I need help in my area, I'll ask for it. Sure. Like I said before, it's teamwork. It's all for the great. Let this team progress. That's my own school of thought.
For me, what applies in my house is, okay, fine. My husband takes up the
heavy projects, school fees, those kind of things like that, and then I take up the something like what
smaller, like house upkeep.
Okay.
That's my beat. I don't disturb him about that.
Which is getting heavy.
He comes, by the way. I'm telling you, he comes home. There's food, there's everything, there's toiletries. He's not looking for toothpaste. He's not looking, all of those things. That's my beat. And then our cars. Well, supposed to be everybody answer your papa name, but my husband does all of that.
Okay.
So, you know, but I think for me, that has been working really,
Okay.
really well. You know?
Okay.
You know that there's somebody that is for lack of a better word, the primary load carrier.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when he needs help, you give him a soft landing.
Exactly.
I mean, my own situation is different. I think my husband does practically all of the load bearing.
Okay.
I chip in with discretion. You
Yeah.
know, some things run out in the house. I don't have to run back and go and say, oh, this thing is finished. I take care of it. And then, yes, I was suggesting the joint account because we have a joint account. It just makes things
What
easier.
if one person
The
keeps
fear
crediting
is,
and
that's
the
what I
other
was going to
person?
say. That's the fear. You have the one that is always
Only one
defaulting.
alert coming in.
Yes.
Yeah.
True. Then if there's only one alert coming in, it's the person that is paying money inside that will have say. Yes, now.
Sometimes it's not like that. I think just do what works best for you. Try
To
different.
each their own.
Yes, you try different things, and whichever works for you, then because there's no one size fits all.
Exactly.
Whatever
Ours
works
may not
for
be
you.
perfect. So let's know yours. Let's know what's working for you, please. Feel free to jump on our social media handles and let us know. Let's learn.
And let's know what's not working for you.
Yes,
Tell
so
us.
it's not just the good. It's not just.
Let's
the good
know what's
part.
not
Let's
working
know
for
what-
you. Did your lover borrow money and refuse
I
to
was
pay
just
back?
going to say so.
Or did your lover quarrel with you and collect
Did he break
shoe
that
from
phone?
you?
Let's
know.
The thing is, who are even the general? Let's put it in a general form. Who are the ones that are usually the defaulters? Is it the women or the men
To pay back.
to pay back?
It's
Don't
the.
know.
Can I answer that?
Please.
Men.
Don't come for
come for
her.
me.
Don't come for me. But it's the men. You know why?
Why?
Because they are the ones that will use the term borrow, loan me. Right?
Some women do too.
No, very few women go to their husband to say borrow me. They will say, babe, give me money. I need money. Because of ego, I'm the man. I should be the one providing. I don't have. I go and say, babe, I beg, borrow me 20K there.
Yeah,
Do you understand?
true.
If he
With no
defaults,
intention of paying back.
it is the fact that, come on, you're my wife. Why am I borrowing money?
Yeah,
Borrow
it will
me
become
20K
war.
there that she said there.
Like, did I use it for myself? Did I shop for myself? Is it not for the house?
I've actually heard somebody, a salon I used to go to in my younger days. This man will come, they were not married then. He will come into the salon and say to the woman, and say it in Yoruba, my Yoruba is not very fluent. He say, can I see 5K there? Let me see 5K there.
She's
Every
the
5K in
And I'm just like, and the woman will be grumbling because obviously he never pays back. He never pays back.
So, but she enables him.
Because every time he comes, she always has to give.
But then if she doesn't give him, it will ruin the mood in the house. I think she just wants peace in her home.
IJ,
When she gets home now, he'll give her help.
IJ,
You know?
unfortunately, I don't agree with that. Let that rain that is hot, let it fall.
You know, for peace
If you
to reign.
if you
If you keep doing things for peace to reign, you might just get yourself in
She
deeper than you
she
ever.
started it. Like I said in the beginning, you cannot change what you can tolerate. So
Like
you
me, I always
started
say,
it. Yesterday
I don't smell things that I don't intend to eat. I will not smell it.
Ayua.
Okay, ladies, I think we've managed to let our viewers know our own point of view as far as this pay me back is concerned. We are eagerly waiting to hear from you on social media. Let us know. Which side are you on? Are you the one that is borrowing and not paying back? Are you the one that was borrowed from and was not paid
I'm
back?
looking at them.
Let us know as we continue the conversation on social media. Okay?
So guys, this has been a very interesting one. I hope you enjoyed it like we did. Always remember to speak it like it is, keep it 100, and always be considerate. So from all of us, bye.